have a guest cottage slash recording studio, writer studio. Andrew really wants to have like a place to go and write.
Yeah. Problem is, I haven't seen anywhere you can actually build a house yet.
Okay.
Hello! Welcome friends. Today is a little bit different. As you can see, we're starting in the car.
Yeah.
It's morning time and Michael and I are going to spend the entire day away. Elijah is home with the kids. He's not working today, and so he's in charge. He's working for us, is really what that means.
Right.
And if you didn't know, our whole family fell in love with Boone, North Carolina when we were there a little bit ago in our RV. We went back on a date night to look at some lots, which just gave us a short amount of time to do so because it's 2 hours away from home. And so today we're going for the whole day to check out lots in Boone. So what does that mean? Well, first of all, like when people hear that, they're like, oh, so you're moving. It's like, no, not yet. This is a long process.
Yeah, it'll be a little while.
Yeah, so we have to we've never shopped for land before, like ever. And very quickly when we went and looked at those two lots and looking online, we realized like, we don't even know what we don't know. And so we are trying to, it's like we have to look at lots so we can start to really figure out what we do and don't want. We know some things. We know we want a good sized lot, like probably no less than 10 acres. Unless it was just like really well arranged 8 acres or something like that. We would like to have like some wooded, some cleared pasture, some flat, some elevated.
We want a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
We want some beachfront.
We don't want to be on the side of a mountain though.
No, we don't.
We want to be able to have high-speed internet, like in-ground high-speed internet, so that we can make these videos and upload them quickly, because we've done it without that and it's brutal. And we don't want to be too far from town, specifically like church, because we go to church every week and then we have like youth activities for the kids, and we've done that where we're far away, so we don't want to do that. We want to be like ideally 25 minutes or less to church, so that our kids can participate in the activities and not be the ones that live way out in the middle of nowhere. And you know, we'd like to go do as sustainable as possible with our house, and you know, like do all sorts of fun earth-friendly things. So we'll just see. We have a lot of things in mind about our house and how we want it to look and the materials we'll use to build it, but we still don't know what we don't know about lots. So today specifically, we're going to go and look at, we'll go and look at some lots that are in developments. This is where somebody buys a big piece of property and divides it up into like 10-acre parcels. They put in the roads and the utilities, and they give it a name, and they might even like give it like a clubhouse or something like that.
Like gated? Because that could be a problem. Do we know that?
I don't think they are.
Oh, okay.
Why would that be a problem?
Because you can't get in.
Oh, no, I don't think so.
Okay.
And so we didn't even know those were really a thing. I mean, we knew those were a thing in general, but like there are a lot of those when we are looking online at real estate there. So we're gonna check that out and see how we feel about that, and because we really want to feel like we have a private little world. We don't know, but we don't think we want to feel like we're in a neighborhood.
No, I'd rather not. We want to have our own little private space. We definitely don't want an HOA. So that's a big deal. And
but we do like the sound of somebody else putting in all the utilities, and that the roads are easy to drive on because it does snow a lot. So that somebody's plowing those.
A lot more than Charlotte, right?
A lot more than most places. So, so we're going to look at that, and we're going to look at some other pieces of property and just see, I don't know, how we feel. It's really an exploratory. This is not like we think we're going to find the one. This is, we're just going out and seeing what those different things feel like and look like, so that when we do look online from home, because it's 2 hours away, that we have some frame of reference for like, no, I'm not interested in that, or definitely I'm interested in that. And so that we also know areas of town, because
like the area around it.
Yeah, there's like Boone, but then there's lots of little towns around it that are pretty close, like maybe even close as 10 minutes away. And I want to know what those towns mean, because if I see the name, I want to know, like, that's a cute little town, or I'm going to say like, no. So anyways, I'm pretty excited, and I hope we learn a lot of good stuff, and also it's a good chance to have some time away without like having to go overnight anywhere, and go out to lunch and to dinner together.
Ooh, both meals.
Pretty fancy stuff. Probably go to like Cookout or something. No, just kidding. Anyways, so that's where we're at. But I can't wait to build it. I have been having a hard time sleeping lately, because I'm thinking about this house and I'm so in love with it, and all the cool things we're gonna do, so that this house is like, if nearly off grid. That would be really cool. So I said they put in utilities. I like that, because that helps you build your house, but I do look forward to, maybe making your own power through solar, and doing some rainwater collection, and also just building a house that's like so well insulated and things like that. That's exciting to both of us. So anyways, that's where we're at, and we still have like an hour. Is that right?
No, half hour.
Oh, half hour.
Not too far out.
Awesome. So I think first thing we'll do is go out to lunch.
Yeah, that's important.
You've got your local grass-fed burger. Looks pretty dang good. Tastes pretty dang good. I'm having an omelet. We're in, what's the name of this place? Remember? Okay, lunch is over, and it was called Melanie's, and it was really, really good.
It was real good.
So our first, the air just got really high.
What are you doing?
Our first lot is in a neighborhood, right? It's a development.
I think it is.
Yeah, it's in a development that has several lots for sale. So we're just gonna go check it out and see how we feel about
We don't even know what
developments.
That looks like.
And
I don't need you.
it's actually kind of close to the KOA. So we're gonna go look at that, and then I have one that's in a different town that we're gonna go look at. Mike literally just stopped mid-word. He said, okay, this is the neighbor. As soon as he saw that hill going up. Maybe it's not as bad as it looks.
We need a car with 4-wheel drive, man.
Well, we don't want to buy a piece
There's
of property.
no way that this bridge even, look at this bridge.
It's fine.
Hang on a second.
I'll go look at the
I want
bridge.
to see if we're like on the wrong end of this street. I'll look at the map view and see where I'm at.
So the way it works
Dang it, I don't have a connection to the internet.
land listings is you just show up and look at the lot, and it almost 99.9% of the time that's what they want you to do. If they don't, it might say no trespassing or say something on the listing, but we have yet to see that on the listings. They want you to go look at it, so they expect you to drive by and look at it. And in fact, realtors don't really want to go look at a bunch of lots with you. They want you to narrow it down first. So Mike's going to see if this is even worth trying to cross.
Well, there's like a driveway up there with a truck parked on it, so obviously
So
you can drive on it.
do you want to?
Or
do we rule it out already?
It's a little bit of a climb.
Well, this was the point of a neighborhood, was that we wouldn't have something like
Well,
this.
obviously it's not a neighborhood. This
So
is just,
let's not do it.
and I can't even look at the listing because I don't have internet right now.
Okay, well, let's not do it. This is pretty. Looks like people have been farming here for a long time, so it's got some real pretty things. So we're feeling all the good feelings about this one and all the road to it.
We
and
can't
then,
win.
Womp womp. It's closed.
I don't have any service still. I was gonna look and see.
we no longer want to live in the country. No. We're like all over the place with this detour.
There's this closed road.
And feeling...
Whoa, snap. Sorry.
And feeling a little bit over it. Because this place that was so close is now so far away.
It's confusing because the detour is different than what the GPS is telling us, and we don't know which one to trust. And then we came back, but we missed it coming back, and then there was an order to turn around, and anyhow, it's...
So you're like, I don't even know. And then we were like afraid that we're gonna get there and like, no, I don't even want to look at this lot. But we're gonna go look. This is how it goes.
I guess. This is it. It's got a nice big open area at the top here. So, and a not a bad little bit of a view right there. Who knows? And then there's this little area over here, which is kind of cool. This is pretty. It's hard to really look at the whole, plot, but we did bring the drone so we can fly it a little bit and see what it looks like from above, because they don't have any aerial shots of this property, so I think we'll pull that out and have a look. South, and we would want the back of our home facing south. And then you've got this big flat area, and this is a gradual slope, so you could clear out these trees right here, because obviously you've got enough forested lot, but you could clear out these trees to have a nice grassy like knoll in front of your house. And then you could scoot the house up really close here and utilize a lot of that flat area for gardens and the backyard area. And obviously you would want to clear out some of these trees because it gets cold here, and so you want to utilize that southern sun, and then you would have a really beautiful view. So that's like ideal to have, not only be able to face south, but be able to face south with a view. That's really nice. The drive to it was pretty gradual, so you wouldn't have to worry about, you know, it being too steep for an RV. So that is this is an interesting lot. We'll have to keep this one in mind. This is a really pretty area over there where you could partially clear out, maybe put a little cottage in there for guests, or like a little office cottage. We want to have gardens. We want to have a swimming pond. We want to have like woods to explore and maybe put little cottages or little things in for the kids. So what we need now is an actual map of the plot to know what kind of shape it is and, you know, that sort of thing. But as for the building site, it meets our criteria, which is pretty cool. Okay, it's 4 o'clock, after 4. We stopped for a snack in a cute little town called Todd and met the new owner of Todd General Store. He was really nice. They just bought it. He's a former professor, and his wife is also, and she's an artist, and they just bought it at store to fix it up and make it a
cute destination with art classes and things. Living the dream, right? And then we thought we'd go check out a really nice piece of property that had no address, and once again we couldn't find it. And now we're way out in the boonies because we couldn't, once you get out here, if you don't find it, you don't have service. So there's nothing you can do. Like, you can't try to look at the map or try to figure it out with pictures or whatever. So, you know, you keep thinking, oh, let's go a little further, until you're like, we missed it. We don't know where it is. So let's go back. This isn't very fun.
This is not a very exciting video. It's just us in the car talking about places we're not seeing.
Yeah, Mike, talk about something more exciting.
I don't have anything else.
Well, maybe we'll just include this on another day. But
this is shopping or land is not very glamorous or exciting.
No, it's like trick-or-treating out in the country or something. Most of it's just the in-between.
Most of the people aren't home.
Yeah. Oh. So we are now headed out to a much bigger piece of property that's 31 acres that we have looked at before.
Well, not personally.
I mean, online.
All right, we just got to the property. This barn here is on the property. You can't see it, we got the sun behind it, but it's 30 acres. Just talked to the people who live kind of at the front of the property. They told us a little bit about it. They actually used to own it, but don't anymore.
So we got the chicken coop right here.
Is that part of the property as well?
Yeah, ready to go, man.
Chicken coop. All right. So we're gonna walk up. There's no real access except to walk into it, but there's a nice clear path here, which is nice. See that?
This would be a pretty place to put the road, though. Woo.
Nice.
Pretty.
It's a bit of a climb, though. You can hear us huffing and puffing here.
Good, better than sitting in the car.
It's true. Look at that. Not bad. I think this is where your road would be up to. They said there's a flat side up here, so we'll see. Here's a flat area, but not very big. Pretty small. What do you think so far?
It's a beautiful piece of property, and I like it.
It's just,
It has the...
it's a climb.
Je ne sais quoi. Is that how you say it?
I don't know.
The magic.
I'm not even sure what that means.
It has like that indescribable thing, that magic about it. It looks like somewhere where magical things could have happened.
Hunting for property is not for the faint of heart.
No, it's not.
There's a big tree that covered the path over there. We had to
Try to find a way around.
climb up the mountain a little bit here. We're in uncharted territory. Whoa. You can make it. See? Easy. Now there's a cabin right through there. That's part of the property, right?
Yeah, this is a really beautiful, like almost like cave. The kids
Oh,
would
this rocky out. You can't really see it.
die
It's too
over.
covered. Get this big rock.
It has,
And it
you
has
get
like,
underneath.
whoa. That's a drop.
Look at that pretty ledge of ferns. What a magical place to have a clubhouse, though. That's what I'm looking for, is magical spots.
This is the old hunting cabin. Yeah, that's pretty,
But it's here, I mean, the walls are in good repair.
yeah.
And then you could clear this out right here and have a guest cottage slash recording studio, writer's studio. Andrew really wants to have like a place to go and write.
Yeah. Problem is, I haven't seen anywhere you can actually build a house yet.
You mean a big house?
A big house that we could fit in.
Well, at least the house we've designed.
Yeah.
Could go to it too.
Come back down to the bottom or on the other side of the pond. That's what the pond looks like. It's cute, and I don't know.
I wonder, I mean, can you drain a pond and then?
Well, there's a drain thing over there, that white thing. I think that's meant to like.
You could drain it, dredge it, maybe line it, and then let it fill up again.
And turn it into more of a swimming pond. So we're on the other side now. We've kind of tromped around, but we didn't see anywhere good to build.
The cabin would be right up there.
Yeah. I'm still not sure if there's actually a decent site to build on here. All right, I think we've determined, unless there's some piece of property we haven't seen, that there's not really,
Not for us.
that isn't really buildable because it's too shaded.
If you
You'd
want-
never have any sun. It's a fun piece of property, but
Yeah, it's sad.
I don't think it's okay, man. It's just keep moving. That's how we do it, right?
Yeah.
It's part of the process.
It's not like shopping for houses. It's really more like dating, where like when you go see a house, you kind of know a lot about it. Sometimes it surprises you, but you know, it's pretty accessible. You figure it out really quick. But this is like a blind date. You show up, you know, they just take some snapshots and you think they're from the property, right? And you show up and you have to really get to know the lot. And then after all of that work of driving way out there and walking around it and trying to like think openly about how it could work for you, then you have to say, doesn't work. You're a real nice guy, but it's just not going to work out.
We are very tired, but we think we have one more in us because we're here, and it's 6:45 p.m. and this one is 17 minutes away, supposedly. And this one is in the development that we keep talking about. So we're gonna go check it out and then get a late dinner and head home and crash. We're so tired. We got to the neighborhood and yep, not a good fit. Dinner time. Okay.
It looks scary back here.
We're done. And hold on.
Is that too cold?
It is for me, man. I'm kind of chilly.
Oh.
We just went and got some burgers. They were pretty good. Whew. Cheeseburgers are some of my favorite foods. I don't eat them as often as I used to, but I still really like them.
Yeah.
And now we're gonna make the 2-hour drive home. It's 8:30, and if we make good time, we can watch The Office when we get back.
Doesn't matter if we make good time. We can still watch.
You're right. We're adults.
Friday night.
You can't tell us what to do. So that's it, you guys. I don't know if this is its own vlog or if it's part of something else, but either way, I can't really tell you how today went. I'm gonna need a few days to process it, to tell you how it went, what I learned from it, because I'm pretty much just really tired. I have to like reassess, decide, talk, process, and then yeah,
all that.
But either way, we know that we love you. We like sharing our life with you and going on this journey together and being friends. So thanks for coming along. Have a great time. Great day.
Great time, guys.
Great day, evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you're at. And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.